Echoes of Wisdom. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I have the Star Wolf catchphrase going through my head.
We're gonna have fun with this thing.
Playable Zelda, funny looking wand, great looking characters. The only thing that is possibly bugging me right now is that it seems to take place in the same world as A Link to the Past. Because holy moly, we really do not need that. In case you don't remember, we have already explored this overworld 4 times already. The Light World, the Dark World, the Light World, and Hyrule. All of those were the same world. Half of them had a different color palette that made them look edgy and dark, but it was ultimately the exact same layout. So what we do not need is an exact copy of those worlds again. If you couldn't tell already, I'm a Zelda player that greatly values exploration. That's the thing that drives me when I play my games. And it's one of the reasons that while playing Tears of the Kingdom, I did not have as much fun as I did when I first played Breath of the Wild. I like to see new areas, like completely new areas that have unique handcrafted experiences. To demonstrate what I'm talking about, I have these wonderful diagrams here. This is the good ending, this is the bad ending with Echoes of Wisdom. In the good ending, we do get the same world as A Link to the Past in the middle of the world, but then there's lots of areas on the outside that we also get to explore, and hopefully the world will end up being twice as large, or even 3 times as large. That would be incredible. And that would mean we'd have tons of awesome stuff to explore. Maybe the Great Deku Tree is up here. Maybe there's Gorons even over here. The Gerudo are over here, and then there's a new Zora's Domain up here. That's the dream. Then we have the bad ending. In the bad ending, we get the exact same world as A Link to the Past, but they just changed things inside of it. For example, the Gerudo are inside the desert of A Link to the Past. They did not add a new area. They just changed the area we already had. And then the Great Deku Tree exists, but then he also is just in the Forest of Mystery to the north. This is the bad ending. That's the bad. This is what we want. This is what we really need. And we need it, especially because it has been far too long since we've had an original
top-down Zelda game with a unique overworld.
The last Zelda game we had, if you allow me to go through my flashcards for a second, was Link's Awakening. But that was a remake. That was 5 years ago. Then we had the clothing simulator game. I'm gonna move past that one. Then we had A Link Between Worlds, but like we established, that had the overworld of A Link to the Past. It's not original. And then before that, we had Spirit Tracks. So at minimum, it's been at least 15 years since we had a Zelda game with an original overworld. And then if you want to be really strict and say that these two are not normal Zelda games because you explore with a boat in this one and a train in this one, then you would actually have to go all the way back to Minish Cap, which released in Japan in 2004, that was 20 years ago, in America in 2005, which was 19 years ago. That's a cucko. Basically, my argument is that the top-down perspective Zelda games have not had an original, normal overworld in a very, very long time. Thankfully, we do get a small glimpse of Death Mountain in the background here, which could indicate that that is a mountain range we can explore. Or it could just mean that that is the entrance to a dungeon and is not actually a new region to explore, which would be dumb. But we can't know until we get our hands on the game. Please share your theories in the comments section below. I'm really curious to see what people are thinking about this issue, because nobody else is talking about it. I don't see anybody talking about it. Is it the same overworld or not? Or is it significantly changed enough? I'm hoping it is changed because the 2D Zelda fans really deserve it. Anyways, that's all I got for today. I just wanted to share my rogue thoughts on it. So until I see you next time, have fun storming the castle.